This is Taki High School and big up PastryBeartv.
You think so? So you think that the food scene in Jamaica is evolving to meet the standard of the world,
Slowly but surely.
It does evolve
Slowly.
and you feel
Yeah.
the same? You feel the same, George?
definitely, because doing events over the period of time, like Jamaica Food and Drink Festival, Simply Red, all of those events, when you see people come out and sampling new style of food, you know, you can take simple jerk chicken and turn it into something in a modernist cuisine.
Right.
You know, jerk chicken or curried goat or even oxtail
Mm-hmm.
is basically very rustic. And so I've done an event where I took oxtail and turned it into a barbecue.
Mm.
Right. So the thing is, it's all about the evolved of the cuisine,
Right.
and people have been growing to their palate has changed.
Right.
You know, yeah. When us as chef, listen, when we are home, we eat regular, right? There's nothing
Some
to us than
muffin and
some
white rice and
dumpling,
them something
some
and
dumpling and saltfish
Yeah.
and
You know,
ackee,
a
or
boiled dumpling
yeah,
tonight and some left over just bust in
and fry it
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
You know, but if
Yeah.
we as chef going out, we want the best.
Right.
True.
Remember, one of the things we do, we eat with our eyes first.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, it has to look good, and that is what we do as well. We ensure that the food looks good, and we definitely make sure that the food tastes
Tastes good.
even better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Well, I strongly believe what you guys are saying too, that the food is evolving. But for me, I think that the chefs here now should start looking into doing more what you would call like exclusive or stuff that is not, like, for instance, I love this thing so much, like the thinking tour.
Yeah.
You know, they call it a locus. There's not a lot of people that's using stuff like that. Like today I went to the competition and almost everybody there is using avocado and ackee. You know what I mean? And there's so much stuff out
Alright.
there.
Let me tell you what is happening.
Right.
To be honest, let me tell you what is happening. Over the time I've realized I look fairly young, still I have a little age.
Right.
But as time goes by, the millennial,
Mm-hmm.
the young generation, they don't even know what the history of Jamaica is.
Exactly,
You
because
understand me?
like I was watching TV the other day and I saw this like a chef, I think his name is Andrew Slowly. It's
Yeah.
a friend of mine. He was on Jenny show or something, and they was talking to the kids and they asked the kids what type of fruits you like, and the kids said strawberries and grape.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, so you Jamaican? And
And
you
you don't
having
know mangoes.
you know what I mean? No
You
mangoes.
don't know tamarind.
No,
You don't
no,
know
no sweet
June
sap.
plum or sweet sap
Yeah.
or custard apple.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's like nobody now is having those type of stuff. They doing more international food, the pears and the strawberries and the
Yep.
grapes and the blueberries and the blackberries. Even though it's growing here, I heard that.
Yeah, some of them
Yeah,
are
some of
growing.
some of that stuff in here. But I would love to see, like for instance, I was talking to a friend the other day and I was like, when was the last time you saw somebody made susumba with saltfish?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be honest, let me tell you something.
Years.
I'm almost 40, right? I'm joking,
Alright,
man. I'm
calm
like
down, calm
31.
down.
See? But let me tell you something. I've never had susumba. I don't know what it
You
tastes
never
like.
had
I've heard
susumba?
about
You
it.
see, this is what I'm saying, and I feel like
I've had it, but I don't really like it because when I was growing up, I've seen my mom did it with saltfish,
right.
and so, but I just didn't like it. You know, as a kid growing up, you don't like anything bitter or too sour.
Right.
Or so I didn't really like it, but you know, I haven't seen that in years, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
today I saw a tree when I was driving over here. But I'm saying, like, those are the things that I think this younger generation should really invest in that aspect of the food. Like, instead of trying to cook more, like if you go to a young person right now and tell them to make a dessert, something Jamaican, they're gonna make a cheesecake with some local
Jamaican
ingredient.
flavor,
You know what I mean? And like you have so much. Like right now, I'm writing a book on desserts, and I'm doing authentic Jamaican desserts, but I'm making them modern. You know what I mean? Like the same thing you said, like banana fritters.
Yeah.
Instead of having it flat, you can make it round. You can make it lighter.
Yep.
There's techniques You know what I mean? And when I moved overseas, this is when I learned all of this stuff, the techniques that you can use to pretty much, evolve your food and evolve the cuisine.
And Murdoch, one other thing is we as chefs growing up and being in the industry in Jamaica, remember we don't cook most time for our palate.
Right.
So we normally will cook for overseas clients.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, you still have to do the regular thing that they
like.
would like.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But the thing is, that is one of the reasons why some of our chef is practically stuck in a box.
Right.
But
right? They have not been able to grow out of doing the
International
the,
type
the,
stuff.
the North American style
Right.
of food, versus going back to our roots.
Right.
I see like a friend of mine, Chef Simpson, Winston, who is in New York. He has been doing some great local stuff.
Right.
With Easting in New York.
Oh, that's the he's working
Patrick
at,
Simpson, I should say. Sorry.
He's working at the what
the Sony Club.
Oh no, that's somebody. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
He's there, and you have some local chefs here now, especially the ones who are doing their private catering, like even Chef Alex the Great.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing some real good thing from the
man,
other day.
trust me, yeah.
Real authentic type of cuisine in a modern way.
Right.
And this is what some of our younger chefs need to do.
Right.
Go in and say, all right,
And
what are the things that my grandparents, my parents, and my aunts and uncles used to eat when they were kids?
Not to cut you though, man. But let me tell you what's happening in this generation we have going on as young chefs. They believe that following the international realm is a hype thing.
No.
Doing the steaks, the mashed potatoes, the purees, all of these things. It's awesome, man. But they forget about the roots.
Right.
That is it.
Because with the experience that I've gained when I moved overseas, and I lived over there like 5 years now, I realized that American people and people of the world love our cuisine. They love.
That's it.
Like when you go to a Jamaican restaurant in America,
always full.
It's always full, and it's majority of the people in there they're not Jamaican.
They're not Jamaican.
And they order in oxtail and curry. When you meet somebody and you tell them you Jamaican, the first thing they ask you, can you make oxtail?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy that we're here, and like for me, I see a lot of Wendy's and a lot of the stuff just coming in, and there's not really a lot of Jamaican restaurant.
We just no bombard embrace the culture.
Nah.
We too Americanized and foreignize. You understand?
Right. And then the next thing as well. All right, look, for example, for me, I love Thai food. I love Thai food and I love Indian cuisine. The next thing is, if you go to Thailand right now, there's a Michelin star cart vendor, right, on the street side.
Right. That's to show you that
that's
there's
to
no
show
limit.
you, because what they do is they do their best with what they have.
The authentic local stuff, right?
Authentic stuff. We try to do more, as Volae said, more of the modernist cuisine.
Right.
It's all good, but how can we use our local product and transform that?
It's great.
Or our old cuisine into this new world.
Right. Like, all right, you said something to me about the susumba, right? And you said it's bitter. But a lot of people would think the same thing, and they would think, we can't serve this to nobody. But if you think about it, there must be something in it.
For it.
No, I'm saying there's something about it. It's just like the eggplant. It's a family of the eggplant, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if there's a way to remove that from the eggplant, the bitterness, there's a way to remove the bitterness from this. But there's nobody really researching stuff like
True that.
And that's the thing that makes me upset at times, because it's like nobody's doing the research to become better at what we do, because you can't cook like a friend. If these people that are in Jamaica right now, these chefs, try to go to, let's say, England or London and try to cook like French chefs, they're gonna laugh at you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? French cook with a lot of butter. We don't cook with a lot of butter here. You know what I mean?
A lot of flavor.
We cook with a lot of flavor, a lot of spice, a lot of herbs. You know what I mean? We do a lot of coconut. But
not to cut you, man. Let me tell you something though. You leave Jamaica and you go overseas and you call yourself a Jamaican chef. And if they ask you to cook an authentic Jamaican meal, Can a lot of our local chefs cook an authentic Jamaican meal?
I think they can. Some of them could
Some
put
of
in
them
their own
can.
version.
Yeah, they do their own version.
Right.
Yeah. Doing your own version is one.
But doing the authentic.
Authenticity is the other. We all, as chefs, try.
Look at this. The chef just
Look at that. I tell you, Chef Garcia. Look at that. What we having?
No. All right, Chef, could you come and describe your meal to us?
Yo, the chef is wearing right now a shirt that says, "We are chefs."
We are chefs.
Right. So big up yourself, Chefy.
All right, I'm just gonna visually look at what's here.
Right.
This is an orgasmic tart. What do you call it? Hors d'oeuvre.
So you made some orders,
right?
You made some tostones.
Right.
Yeah.
But in Jamaica we don't say tostones.
No, we call it
press plant.
Right.
Right. So you did press planting first.
Yeah. Top with some pear.
No, this looks like snapper, bro.
Bombard.
Yeah. This
Filet
like
of el snapper.
It looked like he did some snapper on it for us.
Yeah.
You know? And topped with some avocado.
No,
we call it Jamaica.
Pear.
Yeah. You know, with some pear sauce.
And the Scotch bonnet pepper.
Yeah, international I say habanero.
All right, so they're gonna have.
I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah, go ahead and give it a try.
And let me tell you how we do it in Jamaica. We no place tush. We just open out one time and put. You see there, no watcha. Huh?
Come on, Volae, that is too much to put in your mouth at once. But this is what we talk about. Look at that. We're at our friend's house who's a chef. He made us something. He gave us a nice bottle of rosé. You know, we balling, we living the life, and we having fun. You know, it's been a long time since we all sat down.
I'm sitting here with my friend, man.
Yeah.
Mommy Smurf, man. Can't get no better than that.
People, this guy's been drinking, so you can't pay him no mind with the stuff that happens right now.
Yo, chef, big up. Your finger food, sorry, hors d'oeuvre. Up top.
Look at it. Simple.
Hey.
Simple.
Right,
Yeah.
but
Pastrybear.
That's what.
Taste it, man.
You know I don't eat fish, but
all right, just take the planting off, shake it off, man.
Yeah.
No, this is really good.
Yo, chef, this is perfectly cooked, extremely juicy, right? Yo,
I'm going in again, bro.
take time, man. We got to share this thing, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is what we talk about when we talk about just having the local food or the local ingredients. Because I just saw Garcia went outside and cut this plantain off the tree.
Yeah.
He brought it in, he peeled it, fried it, and he made a dish. This is like probably 10 minutes because I know you could hear the pop of the oil in the background.
Yeah, because as I said earlier on, man, the chef is cooking up something, man. I heard the oil splattering, man.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? You see this avocado here, I guarantee he don't have an avocado tree, but him go down the road, look at corner shop, then look at market side of stuff, and just take it up off of the shelf. Right. Lock and bombard, seal. But have the salt we just buy from Mr. Chino come from foreign out of the ocean still. But
what?
Yeah.
The fish?
Salt.
Oh, the salt.
You can't have fried pressed plantain without salt.
I'm not big on salt, but
no, you have to try salt, man. It's a little yo.
No, I eat it, man. I'm saying like when I make plantains like that, I don't put salt on it.
Oh,
oh, this is really good.
Yeah, but back to what we was talking about the evolution of the cuisine. So, if you could say, what would you like to see in another 5 years? What's the one thing you think would change this whole food scene in Jamaica?
All right.
His mouth is full, so he can't talk. Oh, I got my own portion right here. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Just plant with avocados.
With avocados.
All right, for me,
George, yeah.
What I would love to see is for cuisine or chef or Jamaican chef to evolve more with doing more with our local rough food. We call it rough cuisine, by using more of our locally grown products like the yams, the bananas, the breadfruit, all these locally grown products, and transform them into more world class food.
Yeah.
Because we know about eating traditional. Some people say it's like peasant food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but peasant food is one of the best food in the world.
Trust me.
Look at the Mediterranean.
Mm-hmm.
All peasant.
Right? 90% of of Mediterranean cuisine is peasant food.
Yeah.
And those food are the most tasty. And when you look at it, that is what the French restaurants and all the Iron restaurants are serving right now, right? And we need to impress upon our chefs,
Right.
local chefs, to use more of our local product.
And do research, man.
Yeah, do more research.
It's about doing research. I think we don't understand the ingredients we have here.
That's
No.
90%, like people don't understand the water content in a vegetable, or those stuff are important when you're cooking. You know, if you're making, let's say you're making, for instance, callaloo. Most vegetables are like 75 to 80% water.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you have to understand how long you got to cook it. Some people overcook it.
Yep.
Some people undercook it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about the technique. I think we need to do more research on the ingredients. We need to study the ingredients that we have here.
Yep.
And then that's when we can create, like, some people don't know that tapioca is from
Cassava.
cassava.
And yo, I'm telling you, man, and they have something called molecular gastronomy.
Why are you putting the mic way over
I'm
there?
sorry, man. I'm just getting, this opened everything up, man. Yo, we have molecular gastronomy.
Right.
We're talking about tapioca, maltodextrin to bombard. And we have cassava growing under the ground here in Jamaica. Nobody don't even know.
Mm-mm. They don't know
Look
what to
at
do
that.
with it.
Yo, that is a byproduct from cassava. You know? And you know what it used for, man? All right. Let me give you a little hint of that. Tapioca, maltodextrin. You go to this Michelin star restaurant and you have like olive oil powder.
Right.
You know, you have chorizo powder. What does this do? It's a starch element that absorbs so much fat that it automatically
turns
becomes
into
like
powder,
man.
Right.
Yo, and you're paying like, all right, let me tell you
It's like
something.
$50 a bucket.
No, man, not $50 a bucket. I'm talking about the final product now on a plate.
Oh.
All right. Just to give you an example. A typical foodie Jamaican with a little money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fly all the way to Europe or fly to the US, sit in a Michelin star restaurant, and that person peel off $400 or more for a plate with some high-end things, some Kobe beef with some chorizo, tapioca, maltodextrin, flipping powder. And if you should flip that thing down here in Jamaica, man, those same people will not support you.
They won't, because
they will not even pay $10,000 for that plate.
And why you think?
And that is the problem why we're suffering in Jamaica. If you look at it, say for instance, Chef George, he's a renowned chef in Jamaica.
Of course.
Decide to venture out and open a high-end fine dine restaurant. You think you'll get support? You'll get support for a period of time when it goes flat. It's very rare for a high-end restaurant in Jamaica to survive over 5 years.
That's true.
They come, surface knock around a couple months a year, and that's it. They go flat.
Even if the quality is still there,
right?
Because one overhead cost in Jamaica is pretty high.
Right.
Utilities, real high. Ingredients, especially if you want to do certain things. Some example, as we said about getting like even Kobe or Wagyu or even Black Angus, those you have to import. But even if you want to do something with that, you know, but as we were saying, it's more using our local product and probably getting some of those high-end results.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Look at this.
Your own Wagyu beef.
I'm gonna show you something. If you go on any Michelin star restaurant, 85% of them, or they doing authentic stuff from their culture.
Yep.
And they have mastered techniques. They master the dishes, and they create techniques to get different results out of one thing. They say the yam, for instance, the Jamaican yam. They would take it and they cook it in different ways. And
10, 15 different ways.
Right, and they see what way gets the best result to bring out the sweetness, the tartness. And I think we don't understand food on that level. You know what I mean? Like, I have a dish that I created, the same fritters, Jamaican banana fritters that we make for breakfast. And, you know, normally when you make it, it's super oily.
Yeah.
And it's super elastic when you bite it. Because it's either it's elastic or it's like, what would you say now, like rubbery?
Yeah, man, they beat the gluten out of it.
Right, but I found a way to make it have the same texture as a donut. Yeah, and what you do is you blend it. Now, when you blend, you make the mixture and you put it in a blender. And you aerate it. And then instead of just pouring it in the fryer and just have these ugly shapes, put it in a mold and freeze it. take it out of the mold, and then fry it. So
you
you're getting round donuts shapes,
Yep.
but when you bite it,
It's light.
you're getting the same
Flavor.
flavor as
so it's somewhat similar like how you would do a beignet, so you would get that light donut.
Yep. But I'm saying for the past 2 years, about 3 years, I've been studying the ingredients that I use. And I can tell you how each ingredient gonna work. And I wrote recipes and I rewrote recipes. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we as Jamaicans need to start doing. Instead of trying to, because the import fees are expensive to bring
Very
stuff
high,
in.
yeah.
So why not stop importing stuff and start using what we have, like the goat. The only thing we do with a goat is curry it.
Yep.
When you go sometimes to a corner store or a restaurant, they do some brown stew or stuff like that. But you've never seen somebody fillet a goat and take out the portions like the tenderloin and you know what I mean,
Yeah,
the ribs.
well, I've done while working in Normans. One of the things that we did for an event was doing goat chop. So we touched base with a farmer and we got some goat chop.
Right.
You know, the only thing is because, especially like getting goat chops or goat tenderloin, the one issue that we're gonna have is that we don't have the market to supply us.
Right. Because it's not something normal.
Because it's not normal.
Right.
Because all we do is just chop the meat up
and that's it.
In the pot.
And that's it.
So if we can develop the market where farmers link the farmers with chef or with the industrial players,
right,
and say, all right, if you can rear
these animals for this purpose,
right, you're guaranteed a market.
Right. And that's all it takes. You know, that's somebody just to come up with an idea, be like, you know what, let's do this. I want you to do this for me. And then we work about pricing and all that because you know nobody's used to selling goat chopped or selling the tenderloin of the goat or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody doing that. So these are things that we as chefs should sit down, and I would love for Jamaican chefs to do that. Get to that point where they stop thinking about just cooking international food, but also take some time out. Like there's no restaurant in the Caribbean that has a Michelin star.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy that the flavor profile of this culture is so high. Like people recognize it around the world. I saw this recently. This restaurant in America. It's like a sub shop or something. They got a Jamaican jerk turkey.
Yeah.
You know?
No, seriously.
They got Jamaican soup in can. I mean, Campbell's just did that.
Yeah, I was in.
It's crazy.
I was all over the States the other day.
Right.
And when I heard the ad on the radio, I was saying, we've got the Caribbean jerk turkey slices,
right,
which is good. You know, they didn't want to say Jamaica because you know Jamaica is known for jerk,
right.
And once you say jerk, you say Jamaica,
right,
because that would have given them some copyright infringements and all of that. So they just changed and said Caribbean. But when you look, you have we are so built on flavors and spices and herbs that we would use for authentic food.
Right.
But until we can, as you said, develop those foods and to sell to the international market. Because even the other day when you had the chef, this international chef, came out and said jerk rice. How can you jerk rice?
And they got to smoke that rice on a pimento stick, man.
But the thing is, we think of jerk as just being a bottle that you pick up and
it's a flavoring. Most people think it's a flavor. It's actually a process. Exactly.
You understand?
And I think people need to understand that too.
That's it.
It's not a flavor. It's a process.
It's not just a flavor. It's a process of how it is done. You know, by roasting it over the pimento wood.
Right.
And it's pretty much like a smoking effect. You know, smoking and a steaming effect.
Right.
So once it's there, it's not cooked over direct heat and all of that.
Right.
But a lot of people don't know that.
They don't understand
because one, they have not gone into the history of the cuisine of doing things authentically and developing it from there.
Right.
It's just say, yeah, I'm doing jerk, and I remember this. going to culinary school in the States, and they were doing Caribbean and Latin America cuisine.
Mhm.
And they said, we are going to be exempt from our region, which is Jamaica. And I said, okay, cool. And when I saw them teach in the class, myself, Garcia, Nicholas, and Chef Khalil Campbell,
Mhm.
we actually went in and said to the professors, no,
That's
what
not
you're doing is nothing